Hi, this is John Lepp from Idea Design. I'm here today with my Follow 5. This Follow 5 is actually inspired by Scott of Unmarketing, and today I'm going to make him my first Follow 5 person. The whole idea behind Follow 5 is that instead of just typing in on Follow Fridays a bunch of people you should maybe look at and read and follow, you do a video about 5 people you follow and why you think they're cool verbally rather than just saying, here, follow these people. So again, my first person is Scott of Unmarketing. This is his idea and I love it. I love following Scott because he's funny. I watch his posts, I look at his videos. He has that certain dry sense of humor and wit about life, about things, about other people. He's a real social media, I don't want to call him a geek. Scott, are you a geek? You're not a geek. But he's a cool guy and lives just down the road from me in Oakville, which is awesome. And I'm hoping we get together at some point. I'd love to meet him. So he is my first. Check him out if you're into social media and following someone who's really inspired by what they do and is all about unmarketing. Follow Scott. He's great. So he's my number one. Scott at Unmarketing. Unmarketing, that's his name. So check him out. Okay, next. So my number two Follow 5 is Ken Burnett. The one and the only Ken Burnett. Ken is pretty new to Twitter, and he's doing a fantastic job as far as I'm concerned, being a very responsible Twitter. Ken is from the fundraising industry. He's built a site called Sophie.org, which actually we're helping him rebuild currently. And he's a student of fundraising, and he probably always will be. I love Ken's philosophy about putting the donor at the center of everything we do. And from a creative point of view, that idea, that approach for everything that my firm does, it really works. And Ken is just a great guy. He's a great resource for fundraising experiments, things that have been done in the past. He's a fantastic writer. He's got a number of books. Ken is the fundraiser. And I love him, and I think he's great, and I think you should follow him. If you're in fundraising, you should know Ken, and you should know what he's done. He's got a great legacy of fundraising behind him, and I'm sure he's got a lot more to contribute. So it's great. So he's at Ken Burnett 1. Check him out. My number 3 is another fundraiser. Her name is Lori Pringle. Lori is great. And the reason I like to follow Lori is she works at ALS Canada, and ALS Canada is probably one of, so far as I know, the best charities who've really wrapped their arms around social media, Twitter, blogging, and have really gotten it. They get how to interact with the donors, what it means to build relationships with donors, and they use Twitter and social media to do that. And it's not about return on investment. It's not about trying to get donations all the time. It's just about building relationships, and they get it. And Lori is a big part of that. She's a fantastic person. She does tweet a lot, which is okay with me. I like that. Lori's good. It's not for everybody, but she does tweet a lot. It's fantastic stuff. And I love you, Lori, and you know that. So if you want to follow Lori and you want to see what ALS Canada is up to, follow Lori at Lori_Pringle. Okay, number 4. This is getting really tough because there's a lot of people I follow, and I love a lot of people I follow because they provide me inspiration or new learnings or just fun laughs on a constant basis. And so 5 just doesn't seem like enough. I follow more than 5 people, obviously, so it's really tough for me to narrow this down to 5, but I'll have to do another one down the road with maybe 5 more. So I'm at number 4. Number 4 is Jonathan Garapsis from Pareto Fundraising. Jonathan, to be fully disclosed, my relationship with Jonathan, I do work with Pareto Fundraising. The reason I like Pareto Fundraising is their very non-vanilla approach to their work. And I say non-vanilla because they do it differently than a lot of people. They base a lot of their creative in how they do most of its direct mail, based on years and years of testing and data, and they bring those learnings to every new client they work with. If something's been tested, they've tested it. And they've tested over and over and over again. And Jonathan is just a great Australian guy, and he's a lot of fun. And I've learned a ton from him and his firm. He has an office in Toronto, and of course firms in Australia, Hong Kong, and the UK. So he's great to follow if you want to learn about direct mail and fundraising. You'll learn a lot from him and his firm, and you can follow him at Jonathan Grabsis. So, last but not least, number 5. This is the hardest one of all. This is in no order, by the way. I'm just not randomly. I'm picking some people. This is the last one. Number 5. Okay, this is the last one. Number 5. My number 5 pick is a lovely young woman named Erin Blasky from Ottawa, here in Canada. Erin is great. I've been following Erin for a while. I'm not sure how I found her or how she found me. But I had the pleasure of talking to Erin a couple weeks ago on the phone, and talking to her was like talking to myself. Like she says, we're brother and sister from another mother, and it's really cool. We talked about Seth Godin and social media and running small business. She also runs a firm that helps small businesses do marketing communications and designs websites. She's a real social media. Again, I'm not going to say she's a geek, because she's the furthest thing from a geek, but she's really into it. She's a lover of technology. And she inspires me because she's constantly evolving. She's constantly evaluating herself and rethinking how she does her business. And she's funny. I've watched been a part of a couple chat sessions, or one day she broadcast her office live the whole day and just let people in and be a part of what she does and interact with people all day long. And she's an inspiration to me. It's been great talking to her, and to watch someone like that who just constantly challenges how she does everything every day, and doesn't accept anything as being perfect. It's great. She's fantastic. She is well worth following if you are looking for someone totally different. Her Twitter address is at Erin Blasky. I'm positive it'll be right there on the bottom of the screen, at Erin Blasky. So check them out. I hope you take a look at all 5 of those people I've mentioned. It's well worth your while. And again, thanks to Scott of On Marketing for this great Follow 5, and hope you enjoyed that. Thanks a lot. I'll see you again. This is John Lepp from ID Design. Cheers.